Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another broadcast of The Weekly with me, Neff. Please subscribe to the channel and share this video with a couple of friends and colleagues. It helps us out, and we're trying to reach 1,000 subscriptions. We appreciate your continued support. From WOR, Chad Stahleski says John Wick 5 will be a really different story. Now, we've talked about John Wick 5 a couple times in the John Wick franchise. Definitely like the franchise. Don't know if I'm on board with the John Wick 5, but I know a lot of people are excited for this. And recently we got the announcement of a John Wick documentary talking about the behind the scenes and making of John Wick titled Wick is Pain. So that's something I might touch upon a little later as well. But let's read into what Chad Stahleski has to say. And by the way, Chad Stahleski is the director of John Wick. John Wick has proven time and time again that he's not easily taken out, a fact many in the criminal underworld have learned the hard way. Though John Wick Chapter 4 seemed to bring a close to the saga, with Wick appearing to die from his injuries in Paris and a gravestone shown to seal the moment, his actual death was never explicitly shown. Now it's confirmed that Keanu Reeves' relentless assassin will return in the upcoming Chapter 5. However, his comeback won't be as straightforward as it seems. Speaking to Empire director Chad Stahleski explained, the saga of John Wick was pretty wrapped up. He added that Chapter 5 won't simply pick up where the last one left off. This is a quote from Stahleski. So the only way to do a 5 is to have a new story that involves John Wick. It's not a continuation with the high table. John dealt with his grief. It will be really different, and everybody will see the trailer and go, holy F-U-C-K, I gotta see that film, end quote. Back in October 2023, after denying that another John Wick film could ever happen, Stahleski changed his tune. He confirmed he already had ideas written down for 5 more John Wick sequels. Yes, chapters 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. How many more kills can Wick commit? How much further can you stretch this franchise out? Quite a bit, it turns out. At this point, John Wick might as well be immortal. He's been shot, stabbed, beaten within an inch of life, and allegedly buried, and yet he keeps getting back up like it's just another Monday. Over the course of the franchise, there have been plenty of scenes where any normal person would have been long gone, but Wick somehow powers through every time. Oh, and in case you're counting, his current kill tally sits at a casual 439. Not exactly subtle. Something tells me Lionsgate needs John Wick Chapter 5 to happen much more than Keanu Reeves. The studio is coming off of 2024 filled with epic box office failures like The Crow, Borderlands, Megalopolis, Never Let Go, and The Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare. Lionsgate will be milking the Wick verse ad nauseum. There's already Ballerina starring Ana de Armas coming out this summer, June 6th to be specific, and now another spinoff, Kane. So they're going to be following Kane's character from John Wick Chapter 4. That was the blind fellow, and he's played by Donnie Yen. And interestingly enough, Donnie Yen will actually be directing the film and starring in it. The film will be stylistically modeled like Yen's previous action films as well. There will also be an animated John Wick prequel directed by Shannon Tyndall. Reeves will return to voice the character, and a television series titled Under the High Table is on the way as well. So definitely going to get a lot more John Wick-centric stuff. It's a big universe they're working on right now, and so this is big for Lionsgate. Obviously, they're in the business of making money. Lionsgate did have a rough 2024, and John Wick is one of those things that makes them money, so they're going to try to make as much money as possible. Can't really blame them, but once again, this is what you see in Hollywood. John Wick was an original idea at first. It did better than what was expected, and now we have 4 films, going to be 5, and we have a whole universe, even with spin-offs and other characters within the John Wick universe. So original idea that turned into a big franchise IP, and now we're just getting a bunch of sequels on top of sequels. It is what it is. Ladies and gents, let me know what you think about this news down in the comments. How do you feel about John Wick Chapter 5? Have you seen the John Wick films? How do you feel about them? I think they're pretty entertaining films. The second one is my favorite, and then the 4th is my second favorite. I want to know what you think about it, though. Subscribe to the channel. Share this with some friends. Let them know to subscribe as well. It helps us out a lot. Ring the bell for notifications for more updates on John Wick Chapter 5 and anything else regarding the John Wick universe. And also be safe. It's Neff signing off.